But start softball with his sucks and rapid dons.
Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon. Don Dada. Fuck Papa. You got to call me Francis MH. White intake.
There we go.
So iron.
Flying. Shoot, that's the clips and extra stuff. Who next to flip on the cat with the grip on rap? The most shady. Ain't no telling where I may be. With my man Capone, dumb and fucking something. You should know my stilo. Went from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show to. Jesus, get off the notorious. Alright, let's get it. Bro, why the fuck's Biggie's songs always perverted? Why is he always talking about busted?
With the chrome and metal shit, I make it hot like a kettle get. You're delicate, you better get who sent you. You still pedal shit, I got more rides, the great adventure. Biggie,
how are you gonna do it? Do it.
Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. On your head, Papa, don't. Bro, I forgot water. Kick in the door, wave in the 4-4. Alright, how you guys doing? Low energy, right? Bro, I can't hype myself up, but alright, let's get it. Where am I? Take this intro off. How you guys doing? What's up, guys? We're just starting off the stream, yapping a little before we watch Survivor Series. Just wait. Some of you guys are coming in here to get hype, you know, like, that kind of stuff. But how you guys doing? Give me a moment. I need to go get water. Alright, we're back. There we go. How you guys doing? What is up, guys? Wrestling Premiere is here. Alright, crackhead intro. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to the stream. We got some stuff to talk about. You know, I see some stuff in the timeline, the headlines. We got Survivor Series, which we're not going to stream, don't worry. I'm not going to stream Survivor Series because, bro, I get too many views from my regular reviews. So it's like, why would I do that? But how you guys doing? All right, we got enough people in here for a roll call. Surfboard Charlie the Big Mod, shout out to you. Kadari Finley, Steelo Harris, Shawn Michaels 568. Damn, you're still around, right? I remember you from back in the day. Penalty Flag 366, Mr. Leo 6004, Jason Reed 588, Beano then 619, TY Weezy 13. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to the stream. We got a lot to, well, not a lot. We got some stuff to yap about, you know. I've been working recently. Thanksgiving, decent, you know. How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Did you guys watch the Luther Reigns promo again? Give me some of them peas. Silly promo. Bro, back in the day, WWE used to do like those good Thanksgiving SmackDown episodes. Like they'd have John Cena or somebody cut like a Thanksgiving wrap. They throw a turkey around. It was vibes. The Halloween stuff, they had more vibes back in the day, you know? But let me read that chat. Crazy work, the title of your stream is Calm Before the Storm. We just walked out of IHOP and there's a storm coming. Well, hope you stay safe, bro. Fine, brother, how you doing? We're doing good. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Mine was solid, you know? Just came and gone, you know? DKJ4593, what up, how you guys doing? Casual Thanksgiving. Cody turning heel tonight? I hope not. Bro, we'll go on Twitter in a moment. Just give me a moment. Where's the stream? So I've been working recently on the videos. I have a video that's actually done. I didn't upload it deliberately. It is uploaded private because YouTube, you guys know how YouTube is, like the algorithm. If I upload today, if I upload now, I kind of have to let it suffer, and I don't want to do that. That's why. We had a great Thanksgiving, man. Hope you guys did. What's the chat reading? Building my parlays right now for the NBA tonight. Okay? Give me some of them peas. 2 weeks from tonight, Cena's last match, I'm not ready. Or we are ready, bro, at this point. It's unfortunate, but one of the best careers has got to come to an end. It's a weird one because, like, I remember how wrestling used to feel weird as a kid when John Cena was injured. You guys remember when Cena was injured in, like, 07? Like, it felt so weird at the time. How do you feel about Cena winning the IC title? Good. We actually didn't stream that week. I forgot. Like, when it came time, because I wanted to stream on Thursday the last 2 times, I just didn't want to. I was like, whatever, you know? I was like, let's work on another video or something. Yes, sir, still a fan watching after all these years. Been a pleasure to support your dream, man. Shout out to you. Nah, I remember you from a while ago, like 2020 era. I just realized, like, this week was, like, 6 years since my channel blew up, which is crazy. Boom! Blow up like the World Trade, like Biggie says. Nah, it's been crazy, because, like, 6 years, when you think of 6 years, it kind of feels long, but at the same time, it doesn't feel as long as it did. Because I remember the week when the channel, like, blew up, I had, like, 53 subscribers. It just randomly, like, and, like, damn. I went from 53 to 10,000 subscribers in a week. It was weird. But shout out to you guys. You know, I've seen a lot of you guys throughout the years on the channel. Some of you guys do disappear, but you guys always come back for the most part, so it's good. Yo, can you do all Chris Jericho's 9 IC title reigns? I actually do want to do that. But if you're talking about a specific IC title reign, I want to do the RVD ones. RVDs, we could do all 6 of them in a video. I'm just thinking of when to do it. Plus, I need to make a long December video. You guys know. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you guys know, like, the December video is always, like, 50, 60, 70 minutes. Yeah, I know what video I have in mind. I'm not going to tell you guys, but I know exactly the video I'm going to make. So expect it in a month. Yo, what up, Premier? What up, Wayne? Welcome back to the stream. Shout out to you. Bro, we need the soundboard again. Your channel rocks, bro. Thanks. We're working on different things. It's just right now, you got to become more creative and more, like, unique on YouTube. Like, the issue with the YouTube algorithm and stuff, you kind of have to catch people, but at the same time be unique. It's kind of hard at the moment, but shout out to you guys that are watching the channel. There we go. What's up, Premier? Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. It's been over half a decade. It's crazy how time flies, man. It is, bro. Like, I just remember that week very well. I watched Survivor Series. It was 2 days before Survivor Series. I uploaded this video and it magically got views. I was so confused. I was like, what the hell? This video actually got views, and it was WWE 2016. Horrible video. Like, the issue is, a lot of the older videos, they're kind of different to the new ones. There's more personality with the newer videos. Like, one of my goals, and I'm still working on it, is to upload a video where if my voice wasn't in it, you'd know it's a wrestling premiere video. That is very vital and very important, because if I do that, it'll make me indistinguishable. It'll make me distinguishable, you know? UOG's in here. Could you do an AJ Styles New Japan Pro Wrestling? I can't do New Japan because copyright. Like, I would, bro. I would. Like, he comes in, he wins the title from Okada, he goes on this crazy run. I wish I could do it legitimately. Like, I'm not lying to you. I want to do that. Like, it would be easy views too, but I can't. Like, they copyright everything, bro. I don't know what TV Asahi, how they operate. What we can do with Japanese wrestling is All Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah. Those two, I think I can make videos on. I can make an easy Kenta video or something. But with AJ Styles, nah. Like, if we talk about his career on the channel, that's always going to be the missing link. How do you feel about the final 4 opponents for Cena? For those of you that watched the second channel, one of the videos I uploaded recently was worrying about John Cena, his final opponent, and, like, I'm worried that it won't be as big as it should be, you know? 2025, 26 to 2019. What do you mean by that? Oh, 2005 to 2019. Yeah, man, I've seen a lot of people I've known for many years here, nice to see, man. Yeah, it's good. Like, I see some people, they disappear, but they always come back. It's like, there's a certain video that catches their eye. What is your favorite Survivor Series? It's actually 2007. 07, 03. Those are two of my favorites. I did want to make another Survivor Series video, but, like, bro, I don't know. I need to give the YouTube algorithm some different stuff, honestly. Like, we'll see. The next video might be a good one. It's uploaded, but it's private. I'll upload it after Survivor Series. Not necessarily today, because you guys know the YouTube. Like, when you upload 2 videos, 1 video suffers. And for those of you that do want to get on YouTube, upload every day. Even if the quality's bad, because that's what YouTube prioritizes now with the whole AI nonsense. You got to upload every day. If you upload every 10 days, it's not vital. make a video about the Big Show and all of his heel and face turns. I already did it. Like 5 years ago. I remember the day I was editing it too. What's up? What do you think of Jay continuing to get more dislikes on any YouTube video with him? His match with Rusev got 36K and counting. Until it reaches the fans, WWE won't care. Simple as that. Me personally, he's mid as hell. Let's be honest. Is there a spot for Jay Uso in the card? Yes, but it's not the main event. They don't want to get it through their heads. I don't know why, but when this gets old, he's cooked. Like, he has to get something new. Yo, keep your hands within frame, please. Hey, watch it, buddy. Hey. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of video ideas in my mind. It's just, like, if you see me upload specific videos, it's just to put my name in the algorithm. Bro, I cut my hand from shaving. 1996 is better than 07 and 03. I mean, personal preference, right? 07's a very nostalgic one for me. Like, I remember it was around SVR 08 time. They used to do the commercials with Edge with the chainsaw. It's like, I'm coming back, or something. He's angry. It was good vibes. It was actually the first pay-per-view review I did on the channel, if I remember correctly. WWE roster is older than it was back in the 2000s. I saw that post, bro. Like, that's the funny part about wrestling now. The guys are old. And, like, when people try to defend it, they're missing the point. The point is, even though the wrestlers are old, they're... What's it called? Let me explain this from the beginning, just for you guys to understand. When you don't see new talent in the main event scene, it leads to stagnance. You know, it feels stagnant, it feels dull. It's like this. Like, yeah, Cody, Roman, Punk, these guys are around, but we need someone new. They don't have to force it, but they got to start working on it right now. And people just defend, woo, woo, woo. And that's the problem, bro, like the internet. I made this video for the second try. I haven't uploaded it yet, by the way, because I need to fix it. I was yapping. I was talking about how people cling on to certain narratives for the sake of it. They don't actually believe in it. Jay needs to be the mid-card king. He does, bro. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, too. Shout out to you, Dex Toretto. I believe in Joe Hendry. I'd rather have Karen Cross back as opposed to Jinder Mahal coming back. Why Jinder, though? Bro, Cross, Jinder, bro, I don't even care. Cross, he just couldn't improve in ring, you know? And the problem is with the fans of his, they didn't follow him outside of the WWE. So it's like, you actually like him that much, or do you like the WWE? But like, bro, he needs to be pushed. You didn't follow him anywhere. He went to, I believe, GCW and all these places. You didn't care about him. Such a mark is dangerous. Who's a mark? Who's a mark? Roman Reigns is planned to beat CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 32, and is rumored to have a long reign, 730 days. Probably. I think at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, Roman Reigns will be the champion. He will be. If you were booking, it would be the main event of both nights of WrestleMania 42. Honestly, it's hard. Me personally, night 2, I'd have Cody versus CM Punk, but my interest in that match has dwindled. It's not the same as it was. You know what I mean? But that would be the night 2 main event. Night 1, honestly, I do Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker. You got to take the risk, you know? Like, at the end of the day, if you want the new talent, you got to take the risk. Instead of Generals bring back the promo package King Veer Mahan, he will come someday. Bro, remember Veer's coming? That was hilarious. I'll never understand the people who gaslight themselves into thinking Jinder Mahal's a great WWE champion. He wasn't, bro. Great presentation, though. Thoughts on Bret Hart's comments about Sheamus and not knowing MJF when he was literally in a segment with him at the first AEW show? Funny. I actually watched that Bret Hart interview a week ago. I was sitting down, I remember. And I don't watch shoot interviews or a lot of that stuff often. It's mostly clips. So when I watched it, I'm like, bro, he's going to be blunt again. And then, boom, there it is. I think Bret Hart is rude, but he isn't necessarily wrong about some of the stuff he says. And he's bitter, obviously, but I don't take away some of the stuff he says. He sees wrestling from a different perspective, from a much simpler perspective, because a lot of these wrestlers try to kill themselves with moves and stuff like that, when all they have to do, and not everyone, obviously. There's obviously wrestlers that could stand out doing other things, but if you master the fundamentals, you'll do better than most of the guys in the world, you know? What do you think about the rumor of WWE approaching Chris Jericho with a retirement tour idea? Yeah, I'm good off that. You think Brock Lesnar will slip again on his... Bro, he slipped on his ass the other day. I'm like, bro, this run is not working. It's cursed. Who was the best WWE champions of the 10s? AJ Styles, CM Punk. There wasn't a lot of good reigns that decade. Anyone else hyped that the last time is now finale is a WrestleMania rematch of Gunther and Jay? Hell no. Bro, I feel like Gunther, not for me. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about other people. He lost credibility in fans' eyes after he tapped out to a horrible sleeper hold. It's like, bro, come on. I'm starting to have flashbacks to 2007 with everyone getting injured recently. Who, Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins was yapping in the interview yesterday, and we're going to talk about it in a moment. It was just kind of funny. From Rip Mance to slipping on the stage, I say this return has been very entertaining. It's horrific, bro. Best champ of the 10s was Lesnar. Which title reign? What's good, man? Left the channel. What up, Red M Wrestling? Shout out to you. I hope a younger talent doesn't get roped into the Jericho vortex. Bro, it's either going to be LA Knight or Jey Uso, who's opponent at WrestleMania. That's my guess. I feel like Jericho is going to be with LA Knight at some point during this year. It's bound to happen. You know what happens when you upset Chris Jericho, LA Knight? You're on the list. Or something like that. I don't know. But the good part about Jericho back is him being in the games. Like, easily. Him in the wrestling games makes sense. This looks like a hostage video. Where? What country? Merlino shorts. Where's the country this is held in? Jay's the GOAT. He gets too much hate. Learning no one as good as him in the ring or on the mic. Yeah. Outrage bait, buddy. Even Kevin Owens, who I'm starting to miss. Kevin Owens, bro. I feel like if him and Drew... I feel like if Kevin Owens' year went well and Drew's year was much better, I think the year as a whole would have changed entirely. I feel like without those two things changed. My guy's Rounds was talking about polygamy. He didn't even get the right word. I think he was talking about poly Israel. Come on, bro. Bro, the IDF called me, bro. Oh, no. Jay don't get hate enough, actually. Don't worry, it's coming. I don't hate him personally, obviously, but he's deteriorated a lot. And it's not even I'm being a hater for the sake of it. Every time I watch him, he botches, and he botches in the most embarrassing way. What is your favorite wrestler autobiography? The Chris Jericho ones. The Jericho ones were great. I saw some of Bret Hart's, and it's just like so dark. The Bret Hart ones are some of the darkest. Okay, I'm sorry for rage bang. Just think that Jay Hay is funny. Bro, I'm not gonna be crying, bro. You think I would be crying about Jey Uso? Like, yeah, he sucks, but my day's not ruined if he wins. Him and Sami Zayn had easily the match of the year, and I was in attendance for it. It was great. AJ versus Chris Jericho, WrestleMania 42. Another one. What they've been doing to Finn is criminal. Maybe WWE's upset he's why AEW exists. Bruh. I don't even know how to explain that one. When you think about it, he influenced a lot of people with Bullet Club. You know, from the beginning. He took over. He had the Good Brothers. Then AJ takes over. Then Kenny takes over. A lot of stuff. Yeah. Like, a lot of... When you think about it, he kind of laid down the groundwork for AEW. Like, in some way. Not entirely. My days ruined with Jay wrestles. What are you going to play the Let Me Know music? If Hogan could have gotten a retirement run, how would you have booked it? Okay. Honestly... I think his retirement run in 02 was great. Like, let's be objective here, straight up, 1, 2, 3, all that stuff. I feel like Hogan in 02, the way they sent him off was wonderful. What's crazy about it is that when he came in, he was the most over wrestler. Like, he was like 50 years old at this point. People are still going crazy for him. They still loved him, the nostalgia stuff. And obviously, it quickly wore off, but in that moment, it was magical. I feel like if you do have to rebook a Hogan retirement tour, you have to include Austin. You have to include a different kind of match with Brock. But he faced most of those opponents, so it's hard. We should write it down. Like, we'll see. Hogan in 02 is great. Of course. Hogan versus Hurt Business in the New Day. Oba Femi Trick. What are you going to do on Black History Month? What's your favorite pay-per-view in the 2020s? All right. These are my favorites. All Out 21, wonderful event. For WWE, was SummerSlam 22 good? WrestleMania 39 was fun for the most part. WrestleMania 40. Are there really no new megastars? Honestly, no. Like, I think Roman Reigns, Cody, these guys are popular, but there's no guy like John Cena, Hogan, Austin, and Rock. And I feel like WWE tries so hard to tell you that Roman Reigns is that guy, but he's not, you know? Like, he's closer compared to the other guys in the last 15 years, but he's not one of them, you know? Taker versus Logan Paul, Booker Russo. I can't get the Vince Russo impression down. I have it in my mind. In this company, bro, I can't get it. I could get the Maven impression right, but the Vince Russo one, I can't. I bet Logan Paul is going to do some crazy stuff tonight. I hope he doesn't hurt himself. He probably will. Do you think Kennedy having a championship run was the biggest missed opportunities of the early odds? I want to say biggest, but he was charismatic. I feel like a lot of people don't really understand why people liked Mr. Kennedy at the time. He felt like a big rising star, and like he was different. Even the way he sold moves was unique. I feel like the vision should go over tonight. We'll see. I recently watched Taker vs. Jericho. I highly recommend you to watch. Which one? November 09? It's a good match. Your favorite pay-per-view from 08. All right. My favorite pay-per-view from 2008. WrestleMania. I was going to say No Way Out, but it's WrestleMania. Bruh. We haven't done the WrestleMania 24 review yet. We're going to get to it in a couple of months, hopefully. And I'm excited for it. I'm actually hyped. Like, that's a good one. Your take on the current product premiere. My take on the current product, you're better off just watching the pay-per-views. Because the companies, they already get the money. They already get the deals. You know, Netflix, whether it's USA Network, they don't want to put in effort. And when I hear there's a great episode or something, you don't feel inclined to actually want to watch it because you know the following week's going to be underwhelming. That's my issue with it. And another issue is that they always try to buy time for WrestleMania as opposed to building the stories week by week. You know what I mean? Mr. Kennedy revealed that him and Shawn Michaels had heat. Bro, everyone had heat back in the day. Everyone. Armageddon 08 was my favorite. Nice. If Gunther ends up being Cena's final opponent, do you think he'll get a major push afterwards? Well, honestly, when you think about it logically, there's a reason, like, if he's the one that beats John Cena, shouldn't he face Roman Reigns or someone on that level at WrestleMania? Like, if we're being logical. But if he's doing all that for nothing to happen, it's like, really? Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship main events night 2. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer main events night 1. That's yours? November 9th? Yeah, that's a good one. Russo versus Jim Cornette. Bro, Jim Cornette's probably older than him, but he would whoop his ass, bro. He hates his guts like no one else. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, legitimately, is there a feud as heated, and I'm not talking about like rap beefs where they shoot each other and stuff, but like a feud in sports or something that's as heated as Vince Russo and Jim Cornette. I don't think there is. What's your favorite Will Ospreay match? The Forbidden Door 23 is one of my favorites. I'll give you my real favorite match. It's his first match in AEW, the one with Takeshita. Looking at the main event graphic of Survivor Series 2001 winner take all, and then today's roster really shows how depressing it is that we don't have that big of star power anymore. It's lost, bro. Like, honestly, that's one thing that I take issue with. Like, if we're being honest, I'm not going to want to go back to WWE 2025 in 10 years. Anytime, bro, just earlier in the morning. Now, I don't watch wrestling a lot, like, outside of stuff, but every once in a while, I turn on a match and watch. I watched Stone Cold and The Rock against the NWO. Now, the action wasn't anything crazy, but it was magical. It was exciting. It was intense. It felt big time. Like, I know they kind of blew it with the whole NWO in 02, but when you see that, you see, like, this star power, you see, like, these talents, like, that is more than enough. They don't have to hit some crazy stuff to entertain me. You know, you see the characters like, oh my god. And it's just missing now. I feel like if someone masters that in this era, they'll be the biggest star out there. Yeah, I'm not booking a Shane McMahon title reign, bro. Which version was better, 2000 angle or 2007? 07, easy. I wanted to like Edge versus Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell. There was a couple of good moments, but they cut the match short. I think because Balor was bleeding a lot, if I remember correctly. And you know what's funny about those matches that I review? I'm not talking about the old ones. I don't remember them. I might remember if it's good, but I don't necessarily actually remember it. Do you think 2026 will be better than 25? Hopefully, but I don't know. Like, when you asked me about the Edge and Balor match, I think it was decent in my mind at the time. I don't exactly remember. Now, the main event of WrestleMania 39, that was great. Could you do a Samoa Joe ROH career? Good video idea, good video idea. There's a lot of videos we could do. It's just, I'm trying to think of ways to implement them into the channel. You know, you can't just upload. You need sensational stuff. Like, bro, you know how many videos I've seen about Chris Benoit and the whole murder thing, bro? The Owen Hart death, bro. YouTube is oversaturated with them. It's like, bro, that's all people want nowadays, you know? Like, why can't we just talk about wrestling? Do you think Strowman was done dirty? I think he should have won the title at WrestleMania 34. If they were just, yes. Like, I think if they were fair and actually looked at the booking and the wrestlers and who was popular and who was not, Strowman. Easy. I honestly feel like they might have Finn retire AJ. Well, that would be good enough. Yeah. Survivor Series. You guys hyped for it? Honestly, I'm not that hyped for it. The most interesting thing for me, to be honest, is just to see how the arena looks in the daytime. You know, San Diego and all that stuff. I rewatched Elimination Chamber several hundred times because I was there in attendance, and it was easily one of the best shows of the year. It was, indeed. I would only want to see Cody versus Roman 3 if Cody turns heel, similar to Austin versus Rock WrestleMania 19 or 17. Yeah, it was 17. Who was the better wrestler, Stacy Keibler or Tori Wilson? I think Tori Wilson. I haven't seen any of their matches in a long time, bro, to be honest. Survivor Series 2017 has stacked 5v5. SmackDown vs. Raw match, you had a rare collection of WWE, TNA, New Japan Pro Wrestling stars sharing the ring at the same time. Just wish that match was booked better. Indeed. They had John Cena and Kurt Angle. And it wasn't much. $30 for a 4-match PLE is wild. Of course, bro. Give me your money. Give me your money. I got the WWE network, so it's no... And Netflix, you know. All that stuff. You know, you guys know about the VPN? RT419, welcome to the stream. Hello, by the way. How you doing? How do you feel about the ticket prices in WWE? Scam. I feel like TKO wants to make their money back and all this stuff. It's just dumb. They're raising the ticket prices. WWE's on fire. And this is a common issue I have with the WWE. They kind of talk about how it's on fire and all that, but they try to make it seem like it's the biggest era in history when it's not. It's not. Like, let's be honest. Do you think it's lying when he says that if they were fair and honest with him, he would have never left? I feel like he would have always left. He's like Brett. They always have to be in the main event. Who are you referring to again? Who are you referring to? Albino, maybe. Booker T deserved better. The guy never got the push he deserved. People like you. He does that. Beats him in the match. 23 seconds. That's it. And that was because Goldberg, you know? CM Punk. Yeah. I don't think CM Punk would have stayed around if they put him in the mid-card or anything like that. Nah. I think it would have had issues. I just can't imagine him playing ball with the way things were at the time. Like, even if they were honest with him. Thoughts on Triple H changing his name to Triple Hammurabi? What? Someone called him Triple GPT. I was laughing, bro. Because he books like Jey Uso on the same storylines, the bloodline stuff. That. Speaking of Survivor Series, remember that time WWE was legitimately considering ending it. Yeah, that was dumb. CM Punk and TNA was a flop. He wasn't even doing much. What defines a great heel versus a great face, and can a wrestler truly be both? Yes. As a face, you have set roles. As a heel, you could do just about anything you want. With a face, I think you're a better talent if you're a great face, because it's so hard to actually execute. You're limited. As a heel, unlimited. And yes, there are guys that can play both. Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Steve Austin. There's not a lot of guys, but there's some guys that could. Eddie Guerrero, you know? Like, I don't know if WrestleMania would have been better if the TLC match was on there, but come on. Yeah, it should have been on there, bro. Like, I don't even understand it. Only J match I really enjoyed was the one he had against Edge on SmackDown in 2021. How do modern WWE and AEW differ in terms of character development, audience engagement? With WWE at this point, it's about money. AEW, they do have some character development, but I feel like there's too much there. I feel like it should be more simplified at times. How do you feel about the rumors that Roman will be facing Cody or Punk? With Cody, I want it to happen, but I don't want it to happen now. I feel like it'll be rushed. Should wrestling promotions prioritize realism or spectacle in main event matches? Honestly, spectacles. I don't care. I'll take the spectacles. Because I'll tell you why. I want both, obviously. But the spectacle for me is always the thing that drives me to professional wrestling. And it's the reason why I'm a fan, you know? Like when I was younger, I used to see like John Cena, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, The Undertaker, and there was something about them. I didn't really care about the matches much, and I actually learned how to like matches later on, but that's the reason why I was a fan. Everything felt big. Now, if they were pushing... Who's a mid-carder from that time period? If they were pushing like Deuce and Domino as main eventers, I probably wouldn't have watched wrestling. You get what I mean? How do you get a VPN to work? You get the VPN, boom, boom, boom. Just choose a specific country. Like, mine, I use Canada's VPN for Netflix here because it's the closest. It's faster. You could use other countries, though. It's simple stuff. But I also use a VPN on the Fire Stick to watch some movie because, like, sometimes US do not have the rights to certain movies, and they're spread across multiple platforms, which is a scam, by the way. Like, I legitimately despise it. So I use the VPN. It works. People give Orton a lot of shit, but he never thought about leaving, even though he by no means wasn't always in the main event. Same thing with Edge. Jericho's kind of annoying with that. He's overrated. Jericho's not a perennial main eventer. I'm going to just mention that right now. The reason why I rate him so high is because he's lasted so long and he's changed throughout the years, also being a 5-2 player, you know? Sorry, I know I sound dumb. I'm just not tech savvy and I want to watch the shows. It's down the VPN. Can we all agree that Cody needs to lose the championship? Bruh, honestly, the one thing I am interested in is if they bring like a crazy version of Randy Orton, a really crazy version of him. I think he could be the one to do it, you know? If you're like, why him in particular? Because he knows a lot about Cody Rhodes. Do you think Cena's legacy is more defined by his title reigns or his impact outside the ring? All around. You can't take away. I don't think it's more defined by his title reigns. It's defined by on his impact on the industry. You know? Because like Cena, he was always destined to be like a huge star. Like ever since he won the title in 2005, it always felt like he was going to be number one. And there's a reason for that, you know? Like, Randy Orton didn't want it as much as him. Batista was older. And Cena, he just fit the bill. Orton didn't even like wrestling when he was younger. Yup. Just a reminder, Ric Flair hasn't retired yet, so maybe he could fight John Cena's final match. Bro, Ric Flair's crazy. That guy, bro, he's gonna unretire soon. I just know. He almost died in the last match. Apparently, he suffered a heart attack. But it still wouldn't stop him. What is your favorite gimmick of Chris Jericho throughout his career? WWE, AEW, anyone? Best in the world at what I do. Easy. Book Bret Hart was the one who stayed, and Michaels was the one who was to leave in 97. All right. Michaels would go on to join the New World Order, right? He would not be a main eventer in WCW. He would be in the upper mid-card semi-main event similar to Bret Hart. He would become a member of the Wolfpack. He'd be alongside Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. What's it called? Didn't Hall and Nash have issues around that time in storyline? They reunited, then the Goldberg cattle prod thing happened. That doesn't happen. They're a trio. Bret Hart ends up facing Stone Cold in the main event of WrestleMania 14. Mike Tyson probably does not show up, which is not a good sign for the Attitude Era. But Austin does become champion. In that timeline, I do imagine that Austin and Vince still feud, but it won't feel as big because of the screw job. You know, because Austin already had issues with Vince. He stunned him previously. He assaulted him, all that stuff. I think it was going to happen anyways. I just don't think McMahon would have the same amount of heat because Montreal had happened in the other timeline. Bret Hart faces Ken Shamrock during the stories. Mankind, he loses to The Rock at like WrestleMania 15 or something. It's tough to book, but I feel like Bret Hart at the end of the day, they just didn't want him because he was old. So the Bella girl is only wrestling because she owes alimony. I never heard this. How does she owe money to that guy, bro? He just beat her. Bro, I heard he allegedly hit her, bro. And then she's paying him, bro. Ridiculous. When do you think they will do the Randy and Cody feud? Because at this point, who else is Cody going to feud with after Drew? Honestly, bro, either now or WrestleMania. I don't think it will be a night 2 main event if it's at WrestleMania, unless Randy Orton becomes 09 Orton. And even then, I don't know. What was the first match you watched when John Cena was first booed? I mean, I can't give you a definitive match, but I was watching as a kid at the time. I remember the episode where JBL got him arrested. I remember hating, bro, I used to hate Chris Jericho during Bet She's Lying, bro. I don't think so. It's like the, what's it called? Let me explain it simply. You know when you hear a woman throwing out an allegation on a guy? Is it gonna be right all the time? No, but I actually believe it more because like I see stuff, you know? Oh, she threw the allegation. He probably touched her anyways. You get what I mean? Like, not all of them are gonna be true, but it's not exactly shocking if it does come out to be true. If Nakamura was given a full main event push, what storyline would best suit him? All right, now I'm struggling. I don't know about that one. You have to give him Hiroshi Tanahashi. He's gonna unretire. I actually don't know. It's kind of tough. John Cena dumped her for a reason. Bro, that's because he didn't want kids. I feel like if Bret would have stayed, Owen would have won the title during that time. I don't think so. The thing with Bret and Owen Hart's best moment was 94. If we're being 200% honest. That time, he should have won. There's a tape, I think, of him technically winning the title, but it doesn't count. It's around. Could Maven have succeeded in modern WWE or AEW giving a style of charisma? No. Maven, I think he was well placed. I think he could have gone a little higher, but that would require him to improve in ring, number one, and number two, have more of a character. He's more charismatic now than he was in the past. That's one thing to mention. Hey guys, Maven here. Now, I had the distinctive opportunity of becoming a wrestler in the 2000s, and now I'm about to show you. That's how he talks. Sponsored by NordVPN or whatever. I want Shawn Michaels to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 23, but apparently he didn't want to win. Is that true? Bro, he didn't want it at the time. People were right, like Kozlov versus Triple H for the WWE Championship was Survivor Series was boring until the ending. Bro, that match made me go to sleep, bro. Don't watch it. Hot take, Ilya Dragunov is low-key carrying SmackDown right now. I don't know, because I don't watch SmackDown at the moment. Maybe he is doing well, but I just can't watch it. Where is Randy Orton? He's on vacation, apparently. That's what I read. Well, you guys want to go on Twitter? Or X, as Elon says? Let's see if this app is cooked. What's your favorite dream match you wish you could have gotten to see? Mine is Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart in a submission match. All right. I'll give you a modern day one, which is different. I would want to see Kurt Angle versus Will Ospreay in particular. I feel like those two would become mega crackheads in a match against each other and try to outdo the other. You'll see Angle hitting some moves you'll never seen him hit before. That kind of stuff. I feel like that would be the best dream match in the modern era. But if you're talking all time, Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels, easy. I feel like those two had similar trajectories in their careers. WrestleMania 22 should have happened, bro. Very unfortunate. If someone told you that Benoit wasn't the one to kill his family, in fact he was murdered with them, who would you say did it? Honestly, I'm not even trying to play it safe or anything. I don't know. I feel like he deleted the comment. Bro, why'd you delete the comment? Keep it up. The thing is, bro, with the Benoit thing, I feel like a lot of people want to believe it wasn't him because they enjoy his matches. If he was a random guy like Maven, they would not give a damn. That's one thing I don't like. I liked Benoit as a kid. I had his toy, you know? One of the first toys I've ever bought as a kid was a Chris Benoit toy with the World Championship. What if Rock never left WWE in 2004? I already wrote something on this. I need to make a video on it. WrestleMania 21, he faces I already booked the entire thing for Rock if he never left from 04 to 2010. It's logical. The only illogical thing is me booking him facing Sting at WrestleMania 21. But I have him at WrestleMania 20. He faces Vince in a street fight. 21, he faces Sting. 22, he faces HBK. 23, he faces Triple H. 24, he faces Randy Orton for the title and gets punted. 25, who did I put him against at 25? I forgot. But 26 is where he retires against John Cena. I don't think I could find a Chris Benoit action figure online. I actually didn't know that. Bro, I see people buy his t-shirts, bro. I'm not buying this shirt. I'm gonna hang up the Crippler, the Rabid Wolverine up, bro. No! You do a video where we rebook all the WrestleManias. I would do, I'll rebook WrestleMania 25. The what ifs are interesting, but you have to have good ideas. You can't just go throwing them out, you know? My biggest dream match is that I'm saddened. My biggest dream match is that I'm saddened that we didn't get was Chris Benoit to CM Punk for the ECW. I think could have been match of the year. Would have been good. Bro, imagine he came in after doing the whole stuff and holding that belt, bro. 10 years later, fans sending him letters. Be like, you're a great wrestler. We know you were good. It was just an accident. That's what they'd say, bro. Because he knows how to hit a crossface, the German. And listen, bro. Chris Benoit is probably in-ring top 5 all-time. In-ring. But I can't look at him the same. And it's not even... It's just simple stuff. It's common knowledge. I wanted to edit it. There was weird inconsistencies with the Werner. Like, what's the motive? CTA, Roid Rage. It happened over days, not in the heat of moment. Yeah, he was just spiraling around in the house, I believe. The dogs are in the enclosed pool, as they said. RIP Owen Hart. Man, Owen Hart was good. What do you think the original plans for War Games were if Rollins wasn't injured? They probably have him and Brock in the same match, and Logan Paul wouldn't be involved. AliExpress sells Chris Benoit shirts in horrible quality. Bro, AliExpress, Etsy, they just sell random stuff. Like, I see some random stuff in there. It's like, bro, what is this? I'm saying, like, I don't know. I low-key feel he should be in the world title picture 2026. Oh, Ilya Dragunov. Bro, the problem is, bro, anytime we want someone to be in the main event, their main event run doesn't go well. You know what I mean? When that happens, it's like you regret asking for them to be in the main event entirely. Oba Femi, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes. Who knows? Maybe there is hope for Carmelo Hayes. Bro, WWE already started the pre-show. Man, I don't care. Honestly, I'm just gonna say, bro. Rock should come back and give him the final match, bro. Like, why is John Cena's last match not gonna feel as big? Like, I want it to feel big, but I'm kind of scared that it's not gonna feel as big as it is. Who were you talking about when you said WrestleMania 20 Vince Street Fight? I said if What If Rock never left, and I just booked it logically. I had that as a match for WrestleMania 20. What do you think is the core of Jey Uso's character struggle, breaking free for his past, or proving he could stand alone as a true main event star? It's number 2. It started at 5 p.m. Yeah, it starts now, but 7's the real event. Ilya Dragunov is a good wrestler, but I don't see him as a superstar. Only time will tell. I grew up with off-brand wrestling figures. There was a wrestler with Goldberg body and the Rock tattoo. Yeah, there was a lot of fake toys, I remember. Just a lot of... Right. Good times. Stephanie McMahon will be co-hosting Saturday night's main event with Joe Tessitore next month. Why? She saved Cena's career from being fired. And? Bro, I don't even care. New promotional poster for WrestleMania. I'll show you guys this stuff in a moment. We'll be on Twitter. What's fair WrestleMania MSG 1, 10, or 20? The best one's 10, but 20's my favorite out of them. Oh, absolutely, I get it. I really want to see Carmelo Hayes win the world title. Because I'm the greatest alive! Bro, we need to lock in for December. You know, New Year... It sounds corny, but New Year always starts a month early for me. And I'm not trying to act hard or any, like, those, like, tough guys, like, Red Pill, I'm strong, da-da-da. But if I'm being honest, New Year's always starts for me December 1st. Like, I'm not even trying to do too much. You guys think it's too late to save Austin Theory's career? I think the only way he could save his career is if he leaves. if he departs the WWE and actually shows he can get it done, that's the only way. If he doesn't do that, he's a lost cause. And you kind of got to throw yourself into the sea to see if you swim, you know? You got to sink or swim. You guys know the old saying. Triple H hates Carmelo Hayes. I thought he should have been Cena's final opponent. If he's Cena's final opponent, they would have to book him good, and you guys know. That's the issue, bro. Anyone who's John Cena's final opponent, they need to have the luxury of being a huge star following it or continuing a big dominant run. That's why I don't want John Cena's final opponent to be an establishing star. It should be an established star. That's why I was hoping it would be AJ Styles, CM Punk, because with those guys, you could just end it on bang, like, ooh. Like Edge. Imagine if Edge had come back. He's not coming back, but you get the point. But I really hope for Saturday night's main event, they like do these videos of Cena's great rivals like JBL, Big Show, Edge. They just throw in a shout out to John Cena, you know? That would be good. Because like I feel like a lot of people tend to underrate JBL's influence with John Cena's career because he that storyline did a lot for him. What star during the Attitude Era should have won the title but didn't get to, but didn't? To me, there isn't any big example like maybe Rikishi. Ken Shamrock, easy. The thing with Shamrock is he didn't work in that era because he was ahead of his time. They didn't even know what UFC was. They used to call it the Ultimate Fighting World or something like that. Do you know Daddy 05? Who's Daddy 05? Let me search. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I thought you were talking about some prank channel, another one. I saw a video about these people, but nah, I'm not familiar with them. No. Bro, back then I used to watch a certain set of YouTubers. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's see the chat. So what's up with Andrade? Is he with WWE or AEW? I don't even know. Bro's chat's hotter than King's debut pyro. That's a good thing. Wonderful thing. You know, I read everything on the chat here. So it's nice, bro. You know, you get hype. As a Cena fan, I'm glad he's retiring now, so Triple H can't ruin his career with trash booking. He can't ruin his career, bro. It's like the Hulk Hogan thing. Like him and Ric Flair, they wrestled a million times afterwards, but they had the past. How much longer does Eddie wrestle if he doesn't die? To me, not long. 2008, maybe 2010. I think 2011. My favorite feud for John Cena's Umaga, the conclusion match. The conclusion match at the Royal Rumble, last man standing was Chef's Kiss. It was good. Imagine Triple H came back for last time is now tournament. Bro, if he comes back instead of you get the point. The Survivor Series stage is ass. Well, it is TKO. WWE is doing things like this a while ago, but still. What's one of, if not your favorite at WWE attire? Mine is the RVD tie-dye. Honorable mention Jeff Hardy back in 2003 when he had the glow and the dark aesthetic. Yeah, I want to make a video on wrestling, my favorite attires. I think the RVD one with the green spray paint, I like that one. The blue and white one that RVD used to wear back in like 06. There's a lot of them. HBK's blue 1995. I believe it was the fit he wore against Jeff Jarrett. Great match, by the way. Can you do an impression of Chris Kanyon, Boy George, and do you think Alexa Bliss and her team are going to win tonight? Do you also love Adam Biampe too? Blampier. I forgot how to pronounce his name. Chris Kanyon, we might talk about him in one of the next videos. Wrestling's most unjust punishments. I'm trying to see how to get that done. There was one point where Paul Heyman fired Sabu in ECW. The time where Titus O'Neil told Vince ladies first and got suspended. We'll do something, I think, on Kanyon in that video. Roddy Piper talking about wrestling and getting fired because of that HBO interview. There's a lot. Bro, I can't believe Bianca Belair has been out this long. It's crazy. Yeah. I just noticed that. Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay, the architects of athleticism. If you're talking about 2015 Seth Rollins, then yeah. What happened to We Hate Cena guy? I don't know. What wrestling conspiracy theory do you low-key believe? For me, it's Stephanie and Macho Man, especially considering how weird Vince turned out to be. That's an urban legend. the Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns one low key. I need to read into it though. I need to see that one. If I can make a compelling case for that, like that would be good. Seth Rollins' theme sucks. Kinda. Bro, Seth Rollins was yapping. I gotta show you guys this. Just give me a moment. Alright, there it is. Damn, Gunther really going to be retiring 2 legends in the same year? If they don't do anything big with them after that, it would be crazy. They probably will. What is the Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns one? Daniel Bryan was forced to retire because they couldn't handle how over he was. It's a delusional conspiracy, but I need to read into it and see if I could defend it. If we could defend it, we'll make a case about it. What about Cena and Alex Riley? Bro, listen. Alex Riley was kind of popular at the time, bro. They make him seem like some future megastar. You know, like, it's not like that. Sesame Street and the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade on Thursday. I don't know what went down at the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Alright, let me show you guys this. So, earlier in the day. Well, no, this was yesterday. I apologize. This was yesterday. So yesterday, Seth Rollins had this like interview, right? He was yapping. And I read this interview, I was laughing because I'm like, bro, what's wrong with this guy? Let me read it quick to you guys. I'm not going to read all of this because it's like yapping nonsense. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch have revealed they keep receiving the middle finger while driving their Tesla Cybertruck, right? Because you guys know, like, people hate Elon, all that stuff. It's like, fuck Elon, or whatever. I still go on Twitter, because, bro, I'm not going on freaking Blue Sky. Like, why would I go on Blue Sky? I'm going to go there, I'm going to say 3 words, I'm going to get banned. Why would I go there? Like, yeah, Twitter's a cesspool, it's messy, it's racist, it's all this stuff, but I accept it. I don't care. But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about this story is because it showed like how easily you could get under Rollins' skin. He's like, I almost snapped the other day on a person who flipped me off while I was driving my truck. I actually did. I have a black Cybertruck, and in LA, that's like you're the enemy. We have a Model 3 or Y, whatever, too. Drive around in that thing and no one gives a shit. Elon went absolute nuts, and I bought it right kind of before that. I just really like the electric cars. All right, blah, blah, blah. This guy, I was driving my daughter to school. Becky, was in the backseat with Rue. This little guy just walking his dog on the side of the road. We were just driving. I make this turn and unwarranted. He just goes like this, sticks his middle finger up. Real tough guy with his little dog. And I was like, oh God. And she didn't see. I'm like, tell me to just keep driving. She's like, just drive. What happened? What's going on? We started turning away and I was like, no. And this is the part where I was laughing. I hit the brakes and I wrapped it back around and I went up and found the guy and I parked the car and got out and I ran up to this guy and I'm like, you don't know who the fuck people are. You don't know what people are going through. I'm just trying to take my goddamn daughter to school. I'm like, you don't know shit about people. And I started going in on him. I'm like, I don't agree with politics and this and that. And he tried to apologize. All right. Now, why was I yapping about that? Do you guys know why I was yapping about that? I was laughing because why is Seth Rollins getting pressed by a finger? And mind you, he turned back the vehicle to go after the guy. He's like, why'd you do this? And I'm like, bro, do wrestlers forget who they are, bro? Like, chances are said guy outside could beat you up. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because why did he get so pressed over a middle finger? It's like, bro, you're that offended? Like, if Dominic Mysterio was there, he would not care. Do you guys actually think Dominic Mysterio would get pressed over a finger? He'd welcome him. Typical. Why is he so offended? And it's like wrestlers kind of act tough, and this is the problem. Like, let's be honest here. Wrestlers act tough, but if a fan interferes, some of them tackle them, and some might be able to beat them up. And that's the cold hard truth, you know? And this is something I've noticed with MMA fighters. They never try to provoke people outside. Why? Because they know they'll destroy them. You know, they know they'll obliterate him. And when I saw this, I'm like, bro, is it that easy to rage bait Seth Rollins, who's a heel, by the way? No way Mark got Seth Rollins fuming. Bro, it's just some random guy. It was so funny when I read that. Everyone's making fun of him. It's like, listen, don't try to act tough. Chances are someone out there might beat him up. You're the GOAT. Shout out to you. Thank you. I cringed at that time Rollins started acting tough with Matt Riddle like he couldn't kill Rollins. He could, bro. Wrestlers need to know their place. Like in the fantasy world, you're number 3, number 4, you win all the time. But in the real world, anyone could possibly beat you up. Back in the day, though, if you were fighting some random guy like Bob Orton, Barry Windham or something, they would obliterate you. Nowadays, no. You got more of a chance with the wrestlers nowadays. But back in the day, Dusty Rhodes, freaking all those old timers would obliterate you, bro. I believe Bill Watts back in the day had a rule where if you lost a shoot fight, you would get fired. If you lost a bar fight, you would get booted. That's how much they valued the toughness of the industry back then. And I just feel like Seth Rollins here is kind of playing with fire. It's like, you don't need to act tough outside with people. It feels like he's trying to hide the fact that he's insecure about something. Wrestling career could be up Seth Rollins. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Give me one moment. We'll continue yapping about this. I just need to do something for 1 minute. I'll play an edit. This is one of the biggest glazed edits I've ever done. Hold on, where is it? But I don't like when wrestlers talk like this because it's like, bro, you're not as tough as you are. You guys remember when Seth Rollins got tackled by that Finn and couldn't get up? Like, I know he caught him off guard, but still, like, I'm just trying to mention. Like, imagine Cody. Fast forward, remember when that guy from Tough Enough almost legit broke Kurt's arm? Yeah. Why'd they make that a shoot thing? Like, I just don't understand. He's gonna go look for Seth Rollins. Bro, he turned the car around, by the way. You know how tough it is sometimes to turn the car around in traffic, bro? Especially in the middle of the day. The guy's with his own dog. And the best part is, his daughter's in the car. Why does he have to get out and get pressed by a middle finger? Who cares, bro? It's LA. They hate Elon there. Who cares? You know what I mean? It's just like, you don't have to be upset by that. Me, personally, I get cursed down in the comments from time to time. I don't respond to comments like that. You don't have to. Like, do you guys ever see me talk about the bad comments I receive? No. It's just like, whatever. You gotta know your role. Bret Hart's tackled and he took it like a champ by a fan, mind you. Yeah. Remember, wrestlers today just want to be actors of opposites of legit badasses. I mean, that's the industry now, you know. Like, back then, bro, they were on roids. They were crazy as hell. But like, I don't like when wrestlers try to display they're tough, because a lot of them are. They're tough in the ring and in the fight, but they're not tough in the sense of beating up people outside, because they probably can't. I don't know. I don't think people trying to fight Oba Femi or Bobby Lashley. Bro, Bobby Lashley's a freaking MMA fighter. Chris Jericho's theme was fire, indeed. I think RVD doesn't get enough criticism. He squandered his opportunity. He knew the rules. He couldn't control himself during his biggest career moment. Bro, weed's better, probably. I don't know. I don't smoke, but... RVD equals Nick Diaz. Who do you think had the better Survivor Series match with Brock? AJ or Bryan? I think Bryan. But Bret Hart thinks he could beat everyone up. Can LA Knight stay over long term without changing his character, or will he eventually need evolution like The Rock and Austin? I think everyone needs to evolve. So I heard Bobby Lashley's going to be a dad with Lana. What? Are we in 2019 again? Huh? Was RVD's character too laid back to be a long-term main event star, or was that his unique strength? It was his unique strength. A handful of guys could probably fight, but 95% can't even throw a fake punch. That's because the fundamentals are ignored. It's not like I'm an old head or anything like that, but if you focus a lot on the fundamentals, you don't have to do too much. You get what I mean? I'm just saying we bash Riddle for not ruining his career. RVD did the same thing, basically. RVD ruined his career with that, but it's not as extreme because Riddle, he's blacklisted for different reasons. Riddle, he's unprofessional. He's doing certain things that are affecting others. With RVD, the only thing he heard at the time was his push, you know? And he was on the outs anyways. He was going to leave. With Riddle, though, he causes too many issues. You know? But yeah, like, the wrestlers need to settle down. Like, Goldberg, he gets pressed about things all the time. It's like, bro, don't worry. I just feel like the wins get to their head. Like, you're winning fake fights. Remember that. And I feel like wrestlers need to remember that at the end of the day. This is fake. Brock Lesnar will whoop your ass. Bobby Lashley will whoop your ass. Kurt Angle, to some extent, will beat you up. But they need to realize that at the end of the day, they're athletes, they're entertainers, all that stuff. They're not real fighters. Some of them are. Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. Yeah, they need to run that one back soon. I low-key don't understand why they didn't do it at Survivor Series, but they probably want to save it for WrestleMania. You know? RVD was just too chill for WWE. He probably listened to Kofi SOS theme while smoking. He was calm, bro. Like, they always wanted to bring attitude out of him. They used to mention his wife so they could get him angry. It's so dumb. Like, RVD, the most unique thing about him was the laid-back aspect. And the whole martial arts thing he got from Jean-Claude Van Damme and all that stuff. You know? Bro, back then, people used to watch Bruce Lee, used to watch Jean-Claude. They used to watch those movies all the time and they become martial artists, bro. Like Georges St. Pierre and all those guys. RVD was just, yeah. How does RVD compare to other innovators like Rey Mysterio, Jeff Hardy in terms of legacy? Alright, I'm gonna tell you this. RVD to me is one of the most unique wrestlers of all time. I think he has a bigger impact on the industry in ring more than Jeff Hardy. But when people say wrestling is fake, fans get butthurt. Sometimes it's best to just be blunt to people and remind them that this is not legitimate. Yeah, bro, it's entertainment. And people don't want to say that. I don't know why. It's just weird. There's some wrestlers that can fight. It's just, I feel like when they act like they're tough outside the ring, it makes things look cringe, you know? Like, bro, you're just a guy. Like The Rock, I never hear Rock talking about how he's tough outside the ring. He did lie about that one time saying he'd become an MMA fighter or something, but he's not acting like Seth Rollins here. He knows it's entertainment. John Cena has the best take on wrestlers thinking they are real badasses on Shannon Sharp's podcast. I'll probably check that out. You think any other major ECW star deserved a WWE title run other than RVD? At the time, no. Nobody can do RVD shit nowadays, but think they can. The thing is, bro, the RVD style back in the day was like so distinctive and so odd. It's like, whoa. He was very unique. Rey Mysterio is the most known wrestler of all time except for 2014 Royal Rumble. Besides that, he well loved. Yeah. RVD is the goal. He clears 90% of WWE's current roster. Me personally, I think RVD is an all-timer. Not an all-time career, but all-time in influence and style. Like, I made this video once on RVD. I was just glazing him constantly. I'm like, bro, I kind of wish people understood like how much I value RVD. You could watch that video, and I was like, damn. Like, I really value RVD a lot. I think he's he's an all-time great in the modern era. Is the modern wrestling industry failing to keep top stars invested, or is Hollywood simply too profitable to ignore? What? I don't think Hollywood's that profitable now. I don't know how to answer that because I don't really know the question. Honestly, all this is very true. Do we need to be reminded of Bart Gunn at WrestleMania 15 with Butterbean? Yeah, bro. That's the thing. Like, it's entertainment. I get entertained and all that stuff. But I don't see them as legitimate fighters. Like, I remember the one time Conor McGregor, like, insulted them. And by the way, Conor McGregor yaps a lot. He has the whole rape thing and all that, but they got offended by him years ago, I remember. Because he called them fake tough guys or something. It's like, bro, who cares? Imagine Darby Allin trying to hit a Rolling Thunder. He'd botch the shit. Darby Allin, he's not that kind of guy. I just want to see MJF in WWE even if he's watered down. I think it'll eventually happen, not now. Have you watched any Jean-Claude Van Damme movies? It's what RVD's based his character on. Yes, I do. I've watched many of his movies, actually. Because, listen, if you guys know something about me, I'm very interested in, like, those Hong Kong action movies. I want to watch a lot more of them. I just don't find the time. Like, Bloodsport is a notable one. But I've watched a couple of Van Damme's movies, Jackie Chan. The movies from the 90s and early 2000s, a lot of them are straight to DVD, but I really like them, you know? I'll actually watch some of Van Damme's movies. Will the next generation of wrestlers treat Hollywood as the end goal instead of championships? These sound like I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to be rude, but these sound like Chat GPT questions. I'll answer it though. No, wrestling is its own thing as opposed compared to Hollywood. 80s martial arts movies are awesome. Yep, IP Man, goated movie. Yeah, like there's a lot of good movies from those eras. They used to add, bro. There's a lot of characters. Kind of wish those movies were popular now. You know, like a lot of them are on Tubi, by the way. You could watch a lot of them. IP Man, I believe, is on Netflix. I just noticed it yesterday. Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio 2009 was the best. Indeed, I agree. That's a wonderful match. One of the best matches of the 2000s, easily. I do think Vince has a point where he wants to have a personal connection to the champ. By giving someone his title, they're stamped in the history books. They need to be ready to do the PR and charity. I agree. I read up about how Vince told Bret Hart. Well, not Vince. I think Pat Patterson told Bret Hart he needs to have a personal relationship with the champion, and it makes sense because it's like this is the boss of the company, and you're the star of the company. So it's like, yeah, it's bound to happen. Ric Flair versus Macho Man at WrestleMania was awesome. Ric Flair's short WWE run, or WWF run, wasn't bad at all. It kind of should have been him and Hogan at WrestleMania 8, but no problem. Savage is goated. I also have Savage in the top 5 all time. Not favorites, but greatest. Just want to mention that. But just give me a moment. I'll be back. Watch this glazed edit I made a while ago of Roman Reigns. Here it is. Let me play. Just give me a moment. Where is the audio crap? Hold on. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. 9:26:1. Okay. You think Vince will be present in Cena's final match? Not scream, maybe backstage. Yeah. Of course. It's bound to happen, bro. It's John Cena. It's like if Undertaker retired and they didn't have Vince. They'll have him hidden somewhere without us knowing. Seth Rollins, we said he sucks. I'm not going to talk to Seth Rollins, bro. You think I want Seth Rollins' attention? Like, I rate Seth Rollins in ring and all that, but I'm not being freaking on my knees for him, you know? What are your thoughts on whether Jericho vs. HBK is a great story-driven rivalry of the 2000s? It's one of, off the top of my head. Guys, don't flip off Seth Rollins. He'll get easily offended. Bro, tell him Kenny Omega's better. He'll probably die. Tell him Will Ospreay's better. He'll probably collapse. But here, listen to this edit. I'll be back in a moment. I made this edit a while ago, but just watch.
That's who I am in this life. What do you think of me?
Everything we did for the crib, everything we did, how we live. All this smoke got us sing, all that smoke got us sing. Everything I spoke, what I meant, never disguise my intent. Lies outside the event, brought my life out the trench. God, thank God, look what it did. We are the green. We are the green. I'm a green. My wrist. I just do 20 calories. When I was in jail, I was low key. Shout out to supporters that broke me. Full workout, when go sleep. On the brain, carrying both feet. No, we got God with us. You look at me and see a God figure. But when I stop, I know that he put me in. I'm always catch the hard sugar. I know the demons in that dark liquor. Five pounds, squad, push the strength, might turn into a harsh. My pockets big and my heart richer. My mind smarter, my grind hard and my car quicker. I'm at my church, she pray for me.
This is done now.
We off the grid. This for my kids. For when my kids had kids. Everything we did for the crib. Pray for what folks in them did. Only thing we pray God forgive. Pray God forbid. He ain't one of the kids. Took off the slid. Look what they did. Pray for the crib.
All right. I had to talk to someone. But where were we? right, let's continue where we were yapping. Fabio Foreign. Bro, Fabio Foreign's so dumb. This is so cool, like Elena Black remastered Sunshine. Free Fubo free trial for War Games. Just do it, bro. Who gives a damn about, bro? $30? Yeah, okay. Netflix VPN will be on. I'm telling you. But like I said, I'm not that hyped for Survivor Series, to be honest with you guys, because I don't know, it just feels like another pay-per-view. Gather meta masses, just like ashes. But this comment, tell Seth Rollins he sucks, that's still on my mind. It's hilarious. I'm definitely watching Survivor Series from a legit site. Shout out to you. Thank you for the dope answers, yo. You actually made my night. Bro, I'm not no superstar. Like, I'm just... Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm just like you guys. What if you guys could magically grow up and have a big YouTube channel? Boom. And what? I don't even say my channel's big, but... you know, I'm just a fan like you guys. I don't consider myself a critic or I know everything. Because, like, listen, some people on the internet, they kind of act like they're talking from above here when they're the same as us. If anything, that might be worse than us. I'm the same as you guys. You know, I don't try to act like I'm different. Oh, I'm unique. Like, no. Oh, you have to agree with me. Shut up. Bro, wrestling's fake. Deal with it. Oh, Seth Rollins might come up and get offended when I said that, bro. I'm sorry, Seth. Wrestling career is so tough. Shout out to you. I really hope Cena retains. I don't want him to put Dominic over, even though Dominic's really good. I agree. Hey, Premier, if I get Rollins fuming, I'll send the tweet as evidence. Bro, it's so easy. You need to have thick skin in this industry. And I don't get, like, the whole thing with that. I just don't get why he got offended with his daughter in the car. Like, with his daughter in the car, I just don't think it was right to go up to said person. I didn't think it was right to go up to him anyways because you're a pro wrestler. It's like, you don't need to put yourself in there. And what if that guy turned out to beat him up? What was he going to do? Becky Lynch is going to save him? The man. But yeah, like, wrestlers need to settle down. They need to understand their characters. They're not the real thing. All right, well, let's go on Twitter. Enough of the Seth Rollins yapping. I kind of had enough of that. If this app kills me, if this app does something right now, so show anything dangerous, I'm gonna yell. Probably gonna delete the stream. Just want to be honest. You know? But shout out to you guys. All right, look at this. Dominic Mysterio arriving to Survivor Series. Look at this fit. Damn! Look at this fit, bro. Aura. He's in his Eddie Guerrero 1992 era. He's like trying to figure it out. Saraya. Saucy Santana. Alright. One of the biggest War Games matches in history. Trying to force Cody as it starts when WWE's begins. No. How's it their biggest downfall? Like, you guys actually think the ratings fell because Cody won? They just drag every story now. Yeah, this app is cooked. I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm not going to go back and see it. 20 years ago on Survivor Series, Undertaker busted out of a flaming casket and gave us one of the most iconic images. Yeah, this image is so good. Big John Moxley. Bro, they're going to kick him out of the group this week, bro. Claudio, he just won the CMLL title. They're going to kick him out, bro. It's bound to happen. Cena will likely lose the IC title back to Dominic tonight, but how is very important. There needs to be something quite big for Cena's final PLE and final career title match. If it's just Finn and JD getting involved in that, then it'll be disappointing. I think that's what's going to happen. You know? We off the grid. Alright, this is the stage. Mid. Low key. Just my word of advice. They don't have to take it because I don't know everything. They could put images of the wrestlers on the side of the profile of the stage, like they did at Survivor Series 2011. Anyways, where were we? Let's get back to it. All right. What do you think about the Kennedy killing? What about it? There's certain conspiracies going around. We're not going to talk about them here, but Send it my way. Bro, I don't know what's going on. Premier, be honest, how many times did you watch the Page video? 0. Undertaker got caught on fire before he did, bro. He wanted to kill the guy who did it. Dominic cheats to beat Cena. Judgment Day beats Cena down. Then you hear the thinking on me. And then you woke up from the dream. Yeah. Bro, Edge. We need Edge, but it is what it is. Beard guy. She got grown-up men sending death threats to her. Airport is that way. Listen. I was happy that Portugal got eliminated because Morocco was my country, you know. It was hype. I wasn't in the country, but they got so pressed by this girl. Portugal, airport's that way. They're sending death threats. Then she started crying or something, bro. All right. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. Mic skills. Cena. In-ring. Cena. Charisma. Cena. Theme song. Cena. Finisher. Cena. The sweep. In-ring Roman ain't so bad, but he just doesn't pull out everything. All right, look at this. No lies detected. 2.5 million, 933K. Bro, get this rage bait out of here, bro. Get out. All right, we're going to get banned. Yeah. I can't be seeing this stuff. Tala Tonga single-handedly illuminates the Motor City machine guns. Bro, I had to go do a DNA test. If I find out I'm Samoan, which I'm not, maybe we'll have a chance. WWE stages suck. The only good stage is the WrestleMania ones. WWE has less money years ago and were creative with the stage. Yeah. You should make the celebrity host era video, bro, and happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Vino182. Shout out to you. We off the grid. All right, let's go back. Bro, I go on this app. You know, there's always a prayer involved in this stuff. And it's not even like, listen. When I go on this app, I don't even like certain stuff, but it pops up. The disrespect to Cade and Murdoch. I don't know what he said about them, but it was probably warranted. Because listen. Let me tell you guys something. One time I did a poll, right? This is in 2020. I did give me a tag team video, right? Well, no, make me choose the tag team video that I want to make. Cade and Murdoch ended up getting 5% of the vote. Bro, I gotta find this. Hold on, just give me a moment. Celebrity guest host did suck, bro. There was some funny moments though. If I find this, I'll show you guys. Wait up. Bro, I was laughing my ass, bro. The Cade and Murdoch poll was so hilarious. Where is this? One of the funniest things I've ever encountered. Where is this? Did I delete the poll? Oh, I found it. I found it. So I had a poll, right? This is like 5 years ago, right? This was during the COVID era. Next video, look what I put. Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. Look how much it got. 3% of the vote, bro. 3%. Like, I used to do polls a lot. Then it turns out whenever I used to upload said video, no one used to care about it. So it's like I started making my own thing. But anyways, it's just funny. 3%. If I had the freaking sound effects, I'd be freaking bah, 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 all that stuff. All right. R.I.P. to Lance Cade. He was supposed to be a huge star in the 10s. Go look back at his attire. So unique and cool. Apparently, they were supposed to bring him back in 09 again. Well, for some reason, it never materialized. I got to read up on it again. It's an old thing. But yeah. What else should we talk about before we end the stream? Because like I want to do a short stream before we make a video on Survivor Series. Survivor Series, I'm going to upload it today. That's my intention. I'm going to be locked in. You know, like... Very important, very vital, because I just want to go to sleep knowing I uploaded. My other video, it's 22 minutes. I actually finished it. It is uploaded, but it's private. Just want to mention. Yes, I do talk about Seth Rollins in that video. Remember when Del Rio ran over Santa Claus? Of course. That was funny. I like that kind of stuff because it's like wrestling doesn't always have to be serious and angry. They can just make a storyline out of something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be good, but people still talk about it to this day. And Del Rio was supposed to be a face at the time, and he ran over Santa Claus. How could you? But yeah, before we end the stream, because I want to make a short stream yapping, feel free to talk. You know, I have to organize these streams better. I don't want to watch the event on here. We'll see. You know, like there's stuff. There's some stuff we could talk about. But how you guys doing? You know, end of the year, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Survivor Series. Do AEW got another pay-per-view coming up next month, World's End? Yeah, World's End, December 27th. Continental Classic Final. Yes. We'll see how that goes. Rank your top 10 of all time. Oh, this is easy. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, Randy Orton, Edge, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho. Those are my 10. If I grew up now, it would be entirely different. Just want to tell you guys that. Very different. As for greatest, much different, yes. My favorite character of all time is Hollywood Rock. Just want to add that. My favorite pay-per-view of all time is Unforgiven 06. Yes. Those are my favorite things, yes. You're insane. Why am I insane? How am I insane, bro? Favorite WWE stage design of all time. I like 02 and 03's designs a lot. Not Royal Rumble. Judgment Day 03 is good. Survivor Series 03. I like Armageddon 02. I don't have a particular favorite, come to think about it. Life is going well. I just got back from my college basketball game, so I want to hop here and chat with you. Premier Hope is all well for you. Yeah. Yes. Did you play in the game? What game? Name reveal. Let's grow a little and then we'll reveal a name. But it's not... If you try too hard, you'll find it. That's all I'm going to say. I miss the SmackDown Fist design. Yeah, that's a good one. SmackDown Fist. Wonderful. WrestleMania 21 Hollywood stage is my favorite. Yes. It had aura. That was a great one. They had the box office on the side. 22, 23, 24. Yeah, the rest of my stages are good for the most part. I just think, like, at the end of the day, identity of the show is vital. And that's one of the things I do hate about the video games as well. The issue with the games is that they don't try to be like games. They just want to be real. And I watched a lot of videos recently about games, how they don't feel the same and why people are nostalgic for them. And that is because the games have to use the Unreal Engine. They all have to look super realistic, so they don't have a different vibe. Like, old Halo is not the new Halo. The Sonic games, they had a different identity. Like, that's the thing nowadays. You have to be like this. You don't have to be outside the box or unique, and that hurts quality for me. That hurts the quality of said games and shows and whatever. His name is Palooza. He spoiled it a while back. Yeah, that's my name, bro. You got me. Favorite pandemic cinematic match. Low key, the Undertaker and AJ Styles one. That one's cool. Cena and Wyatt was good as well, but it's one of those you have to watch like 10 times to get. Random Moana beloved era of Raw's peak to me. Yeah, that era was peak. Raw 05 to 08 Arena, it's like peak Raw to me. Yeah, I'm not talking about the original Ruthless Aggression Raw. I'm talking about the other one where they changed the side of the set. But like, that's peak childhood for me. You know, you watch Raw on Mondays, Friday SmackDowns. Batista, Cena, HBK, Undertaker. That was hype. Like, that was the era I recall. Premier, you ass your titties. But hey, we value both, bro. Why is the comment not showing up, bro? We value everything. I miss it when you insert a disc and you play that game right away instead of waiting for it to download. Yes. I agree. The thing is, bro, back in the day, things were much simpler. It's not even like you're being an old head. It's just common knowledge. Everything now has to be like Mr. Beast, AI, freaking Logan Paul impulsive. Like, everything's like this. Nothing's like this or this, different, all that stuff. None of it. You have to play under the same video game engine. You have to watch the same show with the same camera style, everything. Just the Netflix movie. You know the Netflix filter? Every movie has it nowadays. Back then, you had the movie like The Matrix. It has a distinctive color to it. It feels like you're immersed in that world. Blade. Everything had a different identity. Before you close the stream, thanks for another one, Premiere. Rock, bro, and hope you stay safe. Yeah, shout out to you. We'll be hustling hard soon. I'm just trying to think of good videos, you know? Like, the last video didn't do so well, so I'm trying to look and see what you guys actually want. I'm going back to the drawing board and be like, will they like this video? This, you know? 2005 SmackDown Rise Up intro is my favorite WWE intro. Yes, that's a great one. Like, back in the day, you had variety. And it's horrible, because, like, yesterday, I watched Drake and Josh yesterday, right? I'm like, bro, I go back to the old shows to find enjoyment. And that's the worst part. I played SmackDown vs. Raw with Mr. McMahon on the cover season mode, and Undertaker was holding Trish underwear. What the hell is that storyline, bro? Yo, Trish. Why are we having Undertaker involved in that, bro? Crazy. Him and Kane. Well, actually, Kane touched Lita at the time, so... Right, that sounds weird, but you get the point. I'm basically saying you don't see Undertaker involved with women. I wish Instagram would quit recommending me random shows. What? They got ads or something? Bro, my IG Reels are cooked, come to think about it. You remind me of the IG Reels. But yeah, like, I don't really have any interest in certain stuff. Like, just when I think of I want to watch a movie, I didn't want to watch a new movie. I was like, let's watch something. And for the first time, I finally watched Beverly Hills Cop, a movie from 1984. That's what I'm more interested in. Undertaker harem in that season mode. Bruh. I remember actually playing that season mode for the first time. It was so bizarre. Like, the whole goal is for you to basically get with Trish Stratus. It's like, that's how you know this game's from the 2000s. What country from Habibi? I'm from Morocco. Maghreb. But I'm from America, you know, ethnic-wise. No, they keep recommending shows like Law and Order and ER. Oh, those are typical shows. Like, what do I have recommended on here on the TV? They recommend some stuff, I just don't find time to watch it. Like, I watched this Wayne's Bro movie, Most Wanted, Hard Boiled. Yeah, there's some good stuff, but it's not exactly new stuff. And it's kind of depressing. Then again, medical dramas are a whole as depressing. Yeah, of course. Bro, I don't want to watch Grey's Anatomy. I'm good. Like, leave me alone. The Candice Michelle season mode in SCR-07 was super weird. Yes. And by the way, as an addition to the whole depressing thing, my favorite genre of movies was comedy back in the day. But what's it called? There's not a lot of comedy movies, so it's back to action. Premiere out here in the streets chasing the snow bunnies. Yeah, settle down, bro. We're not chasing those snow bunnies around here. That's one thing you gotta know about me. I'm not going after snow bunnies, you know? Oh my god, snow bunny! You know. Now, we don't do that around here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Don't forget the first storyline in that game going after Tori Wilson. The one where Renee Dupree was such a douche. Yeah. Those games were fun, though. Like, just going back to them, you remind yourself, damn, we really had it good back in the day. Like, when I was younger, I had, not simultaneously, because the disc would break, I would have a lot of the SmackDown games. I had all of them. My bad, G. Bro, I'm not pressed about that. A lot of people like snow bunnies around here, right? But yeah, medical dramas, yeah. I couldn't save her or something. And then they play some song like Chasing Cars. If I lay here, or something like that. Yeah. Final predictions for tonight. Do you think something big will happen? They'll tease some nonsense with Cody, Roman, and Punk. But then Brock Lesnar will tackle them and hit a German suplex. I don't think anything big will happen, no. But I'm not the booker, you know? They could do anything they want. It's just a matter of, I just feel like today, if they want to put an effort, they got to make it seem like a night where we will know what goes down with WrestleMania. Like, tease what's going down for WrestleMania tonight. If they do that, they'll deliver. At the end of the day, I want a good show, but I feel like Survivor Series is very important to, like, tease the future with it. They kind of teased Randy Orton and Triple H years ago when he won the elimination match in 2004. Then they changed their mind to Batista. I have the first 3 SmackDown vs. Raw games. Honestly, I have a good time replaying those games. They're fun. They're fun. The thing about those games I like, they take you back to like 04 WWE, 03, like a certain time in particular. Is Chris Jericho still good at wrestling, or is he past his prime? Bro, way past his prime, bro. He needs to retire, honestly. But like I said, if I play Here Comes the Pain, I'm more inclined to like watch a match from 03 WWE. Like, hey, Rock versus Austin, WrestleMania 19, HBK versus Jericho. There's a lot. They really take you back. They're a time capsule back into that era. With the arenas, the characters, the attires. Like, let's be honest. There's not many things in the gaming world that are more iconic than seeing the Triple H purple trunks. There's not. Somebody stole my copy of Here Comes the Pain, and all I have is for the SmackDown series is Shut Your Mouth. Yeah, I'm sorry for you. Plus, Here Comes the Pain cost, I think, like $40 now. Let me see. I bought it for $40 a couple of years ago. I have it with me somewhere here. Yeah, Here Comes the Pain's $40. I have the cover, the disc, the manual. Yes. But it's a good game, you know? Like, I don't play these games all the time, but every once in a while. How many illegitimate kids does Vince have out there? More than Nick Cannon, just want to mention that. Brie returns tonight, Nikki wins by twin magic. Hey, you're in 2014, buddy. I bought a copy of Here Comes the Pain for $35 on eBay. Now, you gotta have that game if you're a fan of wrestling. Like, honestly, $40 not bad. It's just funny because as a kid, that game used to cost $10. I remember. I bought it 2 times as a kid. $10 it cost. Nice to have fun with those games, bro. Like, I was always satisfied just playing those games. You play season mode. The hell? Shut your mouth. But, like, and the ones I had most fun with, to be honest with you guys, are Here Comes the Pain, the original SmackDown vs. Raw, and 07. Those are the ones I had the most fun with as a kid. I remember the first SmackDown game I played was SVR 06 on the PSP, then 07 on the PSP, and then the Xbox. Then, when we got the PS2 again, because I broke it when I was 3 years old, my brother hated me for it. He also hates me because we didn't buy the WrestleMania 21 game because I was scared of Mankind. But when we bought the PS2 again in like 08, I bought every SmackDown game. Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain, all of them. And each one of them, I played it a lot. Each one of them, I had significant amount of playtime with them. You know what I mean? Most attractive female wrestler of all time. Yeah, I said the Snow Bunny thing, though. I said no about the Snow Bunny thing, but it's Trish Stratus, bro. Let's not lie. Let me be delusional in peace. Don't forget, Hornswoggle is a McMahon. Yes. No Mercy has best roster. Here Comes the Pain, best gameplay, and SVR 06 has best content. Those games are fun. Like, I need to finish my review of SVR 07. It's very important. It's like 60% done, but I need to play the game more. Plus, I want to do a video on the SmackDown, the first 3 SmackDown games. Now it's Liv Morgan. Watch me. All right, we're doing too much. The worst... Who's stealing the car out there, bro? This is a GTA in real life. The worst game to play is Raw for the PC and WrestleMania 21 for the Xbox. Bro, I never played WrestleMania 21 for the Xbox. We're supposed to buy it as a kid, right? And my brother liked wrestling at the time. He stopped. I wanted to buy the game, right? Then we turn the cover. I see Mankind. Because I was scared of Mankind. I didn't understand Mick Foley's alter ego. I thought Mankind was like some scary guy, but he wasn't. You know? I learned that like a year later, but you get the point. And instead, we got the SpongeBob game, and he hated that because he wanted the WrestleMania 21. He saw the commercials. He was hyped for it. We just never got it because I got the SpongeBob movie game, which was better. My cousin had SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 for the Wii. That game was amazing on that console compared to my PS2 copy. Is it because it had the entrance stuff? Thoughts on SmackDown vs. Raw 2008? Very nostalgic. Again, that's a game that it's the first wrestling game we had on the 360. I'll never forget the first match I played was John Cena versus Finlay. We got it in December of 2007. I'll never forget. I played that game a lot. Like that soundtrack, I know everything about that soundtrack. It just takes me back to 2008, 2007. Damn, I used to play those games all the time. You couldn't beat me even if, yeah. I was playing Day of Reckoning 2 the other day. It's okay. It's a good game. It's just a lot of those games, the GameCube games, they're limited. You know what I mean? Favorite horror movie? I watched a couple of Halloween movies years ago. I don't know, because like I don't watch a lot of the horror movies. If you ask one of my siblings, they give you a better answer. Like I'm gonna just mention the most random movies off the top of my head. Like I'm literally thinking about The Call. That's not even that good of a horror movie. Yes, being able to control the entrance and having an ambulance match with thumbtacks as weapons. Yes. Like I was saying, I don't watch a lot of horror movies. Horror movie aficionado. That report about the men's entrance screams of work. Maybe. I don't know, bro. Who cares? Like I was saying, back then we'd buy like a random game, $5 PS2 game from GameStop, and it would entertain you for a while. I used to buy some random games. Jack 2, The Incredibles. You watch the NBA? Yeah, casual though, you know? More than the NFL, I'd say. I watch soccer the most. That's what I watch. Football, as they call it. But what was I talking? Oh yeah, PS2. Back then, you get a PS2 game for like $5. You play all the time. It was good. Now I feel like I have to immerse myself in the world, and it's like time consuming. I just can't. Who's the one wrestler you wished was in the SVR games? Hey guys, Maven here. Well, if we're being honest, Maven, Jamie Noble, Jamie Noble, yeah, Jamie Noble. What is your NBA team? Los Angeles Lakers, easy. I love the Lakers. Kobe was a favorite of mine growing up, and the reason why is because he was just, I was gonna say unstoppable, but someone's gonna mention Colorado, but he had a great mentality. He's one of those guys that, and again, this is a weird thing to say, he takes no for an answer. He doesn't take no for an answer. It shows in his game and that whole incident. But like I like the motivation, the confidence, and like the will to be the best. Because Kobe Bryant did end up being the best in the NBA. His 08-09 season, nobody touched him that year. Bro, basic answer, yes, is lucky you got Luka. Come on, bro. That's my favorite soccer team. It ain't gonna be Real Madrid. Bro, you want me to freaking support the freaking Portland Trail Blazers, bro? Come on. Lucky you got Luka. Well, the flagship team of the NBA, what do you think? Bro, they're recommending my stream on the TV. You know? Like, obviously they're gonna try to get a major star. Like, isn't it typical? See No Evil, I only watched it because of Kane. Bro, don't even tell me about that movie. The one time I watched it 3 years ago, the window broke. It was windy outside or something. I don't know. The window broke in the middle of the night. Do I have a picture of it here? I don't have the phone with me, but the window broke and I was pissed, bro. The movie was mid. I fell asleep. And we had to tape up some certain stuff on the freaking window. It was weird. Anthony Edwards sauces Luka up daily. Bro, Ant flopped last season. I like Ant though. You know, like he'll probably get that ring. I saw See No Evil in theaters. Nice. The Marine's better. I just want to say, hey, if we're being honest, the Marine is better. Kane broke in your crib. Bro, I thought someone broke in, legit, and it was raining outside like crazy. It was raining. And I thought, did someone steal anything? But then I see the PS5 is still there. I see the TV is still there. And I'm like, what is this? But it was so weird. I forgot exactly why that window broke, but We had to. It was an annoying night. That's all I'm gonna say. Then the next day, I uploaded the SmackDown versus Raw review video. So, at the end of the day, it wasn't so bad, you know. Kane, bro, what's Kane gonna do in my crib, bro? He's got nothing here. He's gonna get mad because I said some match if it sucks. The Condemned was mid. I was disappointed. Yeah, because the idea of that movie was done before, so it's kind of like okay. With those movies like The Condemned and stuff, you just watch them to waste time. It's not even like cinema, film. I'm not like a film guy or anything like that because I'm just not. It's kind of easy to entertain me, to be honest. You know, like it's not hard. And I did watch The Condemned. I don't think it was like terrible, but it's just there. You know? The Condemned. They really thought that movie was gonna be some like crazy thing. Marine better. I watched The Marine a million times, bro. You using crack streams for Survivor Series? Save some. I'm not using crack streams. No, we are responsible adults here. Now you should use the. Nah, I'm not saying you should use crack stream, but you guys get it. Was that the movie with Stone Cold? Yes. Damn, am I the only one that likes See No Evil? Probably. Ken got that thing on him. Oh no. Oh no. Don't even tell me about that, bro. Do they got that movie on Tubi? Let me see. See No Evil. Alright, See No Evil. I see it. It is on VIX or is it on Tubi? It is on Tubi. Yeah, you guys could go watch See No Evil on Tubi. Canon 04 was a flop. Not his fault, bro. Wait, this looks weird. Oh. Responsible adults use crack stream. Yeah, responsible adults gonna use the word crack in anything in their life. Yes, I'm sure of that. What was the other site called? The one they used to play all the NBA games on it? I forgot it. Not Tubi. Tubi's good, bro. I'm telling you. Listen. Get it out of your head. Tubi's the best app out there. How many monitors do you have? One, because my second one broke and I can't buy one at the moment. Stream East. There it is. You got it. But listen, Tubi propaganda is on full force here. I'm telling you guys. The reason why I promote Tubi all the time is because they have good direct-to-DVD movies. I like your video essays. You do a good job, man. We got another one coming tomorrow. But like I was saying, Tubi's where it's at. They got movies. I don't watch WWE Evolved on there, but they got plenty of stuff, you know? The best app. Tubi. You need to react to some Tubi acting scenes. All right. We don't watch those movies. Just want to add. Like, when I go on Tubi, I don't watch those movies they record in a freaking 2-bedroom house or that kind of stuff. Like, I'm good off that. I was watching some of those clips 2 days ago. I was laughing, bro. Stuff's horrific. They had this scene where this guy's sitting in the damn park. He wants to shoot this woman. So he grabs the gun like this, and he's like struggling. He like, right when he shoots it, he does this. So the bullet could like spin like this and reach her. It was so silly. Tubi. What's up, WP? Every pay-per-view now I remember how I can't watch it anymore. I miss Peacock, yes. No, you're watching the comment. Don't pretend you're not. What comment? Does it flap with maximum velocity? Whose? Are you referring to moi? I'm not disclosing anything down there, bro. Thoughts on Santi Zap? I mean, he figured out the method. Shout out to him. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys some word of advice. For those of you that want to be YouTubers, show your face. Good thumbnail. You're good to go. Boom. That was a flop with maximum velocity. We should ask you. We should reverse the question, albino, maybe. First of all, how old are you? Let's not be weird. Are you going to get Paramount Plus for UFC next year? Bro, I got UFC Fight Pass. I got UFC Fight Pass in Georgia. Not Georgia, US, Georgia. So I don't need it. I watch every pay-per-view. The show gets hype. And by the way, just want to mention, the last UFC event was better than any WWE event this year. Just want to be honest. 42. You're 42 and you're 42 on a random YouTuber's streaming freaking community writing this stuff, bro. Come on. Seriously, bro. 42. Let's do the math on that. You were born in 1983. So you were around when Billy Idol was famous, when Michael Jackson just got famous, and you're asking me this question, bro? No, it doesn't with Maximum Velocity. Probably not. I've never seen your face at this point. I've been watching your videos for months, bro. Shout out to you, Parker Hero. Nah, we've shown our face before because we wanted to get it over with. It's like you don't want to overhype something and then it happens. All right, Pookie, don't be hurtful. L Rage Bait, buddy. You know what I mean? Well, you guys remember the first face review video? One of the worst videos in history. I rushed that video. I feel like the long-term effects of the first year of my channel are still apparent right now. If you're like, what do you mean by that? I've changed a lot throughout the years, but I feel like people don't notice it. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being honest with you guys, I feel like if someone hears the name Wrestling's Premiere, they base it off 2020. You know? I've been watching your videos since 2019, I believe. Shout out to you. Now, I remember a lot of you guys, bro. Like, I see you guys in the comments. I'm very familiar with the community. There's an Indian lady that streams Here Comes the Pain. She's a beast at the game. Bro, Here Comes the Pain still gets views, which is crazy. But it tells you all you need to know. Here Comes the Pain, San Andreas. These games still get views to this day. But like I was saying, where were we? I'm not 42. How old are you? I started watching your videos because your Evolution videos goated. I had to finish the Evolution series, part 3. You know? We'll wrap it up. I might have to do it soon. Rock coming back tonight on your soul. Hey, don't bet on my soul, bro. What if I meet God then? Come on, bro. Come on. Here comes a curse from top rope. All right. L poster. Why you stopped posting on First Touch Int and Premiere Music? I like the Dorman and music related videos you made. Keep it up. All right, the music stuff, I'll tell you why. Very saturated. Every story's been told. And timed out vinyl principle. Make it 2 minutes. We need to settle down, bro. Listen, if you want to talk the way you want to talk, go do it on Twitter. You know, not on here. We got to keep it clean over here, you know? Because, like, PS Power been uploading a bit more. Yes. This industry is missing megastars, not these hem and eggers, like The Rock, Stone Cold, Goldberg, not these jobbers, these random mid-card guys that can't draw. It is an injustice. That's how he talks, bro. It is so funny. My favorite GTA will always be Vice City. Seth Rollins, I want your soul. Now that's a good tweet to get him hyped. Hey, you go rage-based Seth Rollins. Not on my part. You're responsible. I don't have any involvement from it. Good luck. Like I was saying, we got some good plans coming up. I'm just trying to think of good videos for you guys to actually click and be like, oh, this is a Pro Wrestling Premiere video. Not just another video. We'll see. There's some good ideas in my mind. Stevie Richards, maybe. Yeah. Stevie Richards is better than Maven in ring. Well, all around. I do think Stevie Richards has some crazy takes, but I do watch him. If you're like, why do I watch him? Because he has knowledge of the industry. Like, sometimes I do think he's wrong about stuff, but at the end of the day, he has some insight into it, you know? I'll show you. You'll see. Bro, imagine The Rock does come back today. Oh, and by the way, Mustafa, for the First Touch International, it's very tough to get a channel off the ground. You have to be committed. It's very hard. Yo, video idea, NXT, Black and Gold, arguably the top 3 peak of any brand ever. It is an idea in my mind. It's just, we got to realize it, you know? I got a lot of stuff to yap about. It's just, I got to actually, like, commit to it. And the next video was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, but I just I didn't want to sleep right when I uploaded. Maven was cool as first, but he's just becoming a drama channel now because he's out of ideas, bro. When he wasn't in the industry for that long, he was like he was around for like 3 years. Hey guys, Maven here. Now, I've done every video on this channel, but now I'm doing drama. Maybe he should have stayed around, like him and Simon Dean. You know? Spoiler on Big Return. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Leave us alone. Why are you spoiling stuff? Get out! They're trying to spoil stuff for me on Twitter, bro. Stop. But anyways, where were we? December, very vital. Very vital. Listen, I'm gonna talk like a businessman. December is very vital to our Q4. It is the most profitable time in YouTube during the year. We must act on it imminently. Once he talks about Tough Enough, that'll be the end. He had some stories. That's the reason why I like 2K19 had the best NXT roster at the time. No Ciampa, no Nikki Cross. And also blow my mind opening to the game. Very good game. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, damn, I played that game a lot. Like, I'm not a gamer a lot. Let me show you guys something. Let me see if I can find this. Where's the hours? Blow my mind. Blow my mind. I have the passion. Yeah, that's a good game, honestly. They understood the method. Where is this? Where is this? Hours played. Yes. All right. So these are my most played games. This isn't just my account. Like, I share it with my siblings and stuff. FIFA 17, 766 hours. That's kind of jobless, I'm not going to lie. But I had nothing to do at the time as a kid. My most played game. It's actually GTA 5. I don't know why it doesn't show up. The wrestling games, I do play them. I don't know why 2K20... I don't know why some of them don't show up here. Let me see. Like 2K18, 2K19. I played those games a lot. I don't know why they're not showing up here. Yeah, I don't know why 2K18 is not showing up. I think this is based on PS. I don't know, but 2K18, I think that and 19 are my most played wrestling games on the PlayStation. Yeah, that's some fun stuff on here, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, final questions, final things to yap about. Feel free before we end the stream, because I gotta prepare my mind for Survivor Series so we can upload it on time, all that stuff. We have a lot to yap about with regards to that. Bruh. What? Average mod behavior. Settle down, big man. Have you ever stepped in a wrestling ring? No, and I don't plan on to. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm a wrestling YouTuber, right? I have no interest to be in the industry. Listen, let's put it this way. If you show me a preview of my life from 10 years, right? 10 years from now. If you tell me I'm involved in the wrestling industry and I ask you this question, am I a wrestler? And you tell me no, I'll be mad, legitimately. You don't got the viewers to be silencing people. Bro, I don't got no viewers. I'm not big. Surfboard, settle down on Albino, bro. Settle down on him. Just let him be casual now. You don't have to time him out. Let him talk now. Let him do whatever he wants. Brock Lesnar will have a botch guarantee. Probably, bro. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, I just think Brock Lesnar, he's kind of cursed at this point, you know? Anyways, I'll give you guys my predictions before we end the stream. Me from 10 years, are you a wrestler? And you tell me no, I'm gonna be mad. Like, bro, if you tell me I'm in the industry, I'm not a wrestler, I don't want it. Like, what, I'm gonna talk about backstage stuff? Why would I do that? No. If I'm involved in the industry, I'd rather be a wrestler. You know? Like, you go up to the top. I don't care if I'm a jobber, but if I'm a wrestler, it's better than anything. Oh, I get the media scoops. Why would I want to do that? No, I'm good off that. You know what I mean? Where were we? Anyways, where were we? Sora AI will make your wrestling dream a reality. Man, fuck Sora AI. They're going down anyways. I hear a lot of issues in the AI world at the moment. It's not exactly boding well for them. You know? Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream. So you'd want your first opponent to be Seth freaking Rollins. FAI. AI is stupid, bro. It's just lies. It's nonsense, you know? AI. Artificial intelligence. On my mind. On my mind. On my mind. It brought back Chris Benoit though. What? Anyways, I'm gonna be back in a couple of hours. I'll upload a video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to you guys that are in here. Let me see who's in here. Simon, Surfboard, freaking Albino still in here. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in a couple of hours. I need to focus right now. I had to write down the storyline and stuff relating to today before the event goes down. But yeah, we'll be back with a good one. Hopefully, it'll be like 11 minutes, I'd say. If we got a lot to talk about, maybe 14. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's just a casual one, just to yap a little. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I did. Peace. I'm out.